guys are good, we're going to go ahead and try and get this party started, okay? My name is Jay Roberts. I'm one of the athletic trainers that helps put on this game with West Tennessee Healthcare and Sports Plus. I've been fortunate enough to be with the hospital since June of 2006. Seen a lot of football over here on this side of the state. It's been exciting, so thank you. Players, parents, coaches, those of you that are here, thank you so much for taking the time out of your weekend, out of your Sunday to join us. Players, we want to recognize you. We want to give you the opportunity, one more chance to showcase your skills, to basically just have a game with no pressure, So that's kind of where we started with all this. All right. So we are going to go ahead, we'll recognize our sponsors. I'm going to tell you how the origin of the game came up. We were supposed to have a guest speaker, but he's running a bit late, so we may bypass that portion. The title sponsor for this year's game is West Tennessee Healthcare and Sports Plus. Platinum sponsors, BSN Sports. Gold sponsor, West Tennessee Bone and Joint Institute. Our silver sponsors, Marco's Pizza. And bronze sponsors, First Citizens National Bank, Marvin, Noah Smith Media, Powerade, Zaxby's, Premier Dental Center, Tate's Quick Shop, The Spot, West Tennessee Smokers, and Wild Clarity Counseling. So thank you guys so much. We could not do this without them. Takes a lot of money to put this thing on, but anyway. If y'all get a chance to go by and see these guys, thank them for throwing in some money, throwing in the food, whatever they may have done to help us put this on for y'all. So the game came about somewhere around 2009, 10, or 11. A coach came up and just kind of asked if we could have an all-star game in West Tennessee. He gave us his reasons, and most of us working for the hospital were just like, man, we're here to treat injuries, not cause more. So anyway, we had that conversation. We went through the boards at the hospital. They signed off on it. Then we had to go to the TSSAA, speak to them, make sure they were okay with us throwing something down and, putting you guys out here. And so we got through all that, and then we had to go through and raise the money. Two women in particular had a big role to play in this. Miss Leanne Childress from Dyer County. She is the department director of sports medicine at West Tennessee Healthcare, and Leanne Gaines is the department manager for sports medicine and athletic training. These two women took it upon themselves to ask all the questions, go to all these meetings across the state, and find a way to put together this game for y'all and raise the money. So I don't believe either one of them are here tonight. I think they are off doing mom stuff. So we're going to let them have a pass. That's why I'm here, and we'll see how it goes. All right. Davion, Mr. Johnson, is your brother here? He hadn't made it yet? Okay. I'm going to talk about this young man for just 1 second. If he shows up, we'll bring him up. If not, we may have him come and talk at the end. In 2019, the game we played was on December 13th as well. And basically they were asking if we had anybody to come talk and basically just give their experience of the game or, college football, things of that nature. So didn't really have anybody in mind. A couple things fell through here and there. But Friday night, I noticed Kendall was posting on Facebook. They got this thing going around now about something along the lines of what I did in high school, but like you talk about it, but people aren't supposed to make fun of you or whatever. So anyway, he posted, I only won 5 games in high school. It's like, okay, I mean, that's pretty rough as a varsity player. That's difficult. But he ended up getting selected for this game. He played well. He played so well, in fact, that he ended up getting the defensive MVP of the game. Now, I don't know how he ended up where he got to college. I don't know where his scholarships came from. But he ended up going to Tennessee State, played there for 3 or 4 years, this last year, I don't know, I guess it's his last year of college eligibility with COVID and all that, he transferred to UAB, and he was a defensive captain for the UAB Blazers. Is that what they are? So anyway, but knowing that kid in high school, I never would have thought that he was able or that he would end up playing, college football. He always just had so much fun. And I was one of those guys that thought you had to be ultra serious, by the book, step A, step B, step C. And Kendall was one of the first players I ever had come through. And, man, he wanted to have fun. He had a good attitude about everything. He was very appreciative and warm. He liked to bring people in to his personality, however you want to go about it. But basically, when you guys go through this game this week, you're going to be playing other teams' ones. You're going to be competing against the best of the best from other schools. And, I mean, it's a challenge, but it should be exciting. And we want you to step up and take that challenge and make the most of this opportunity that's presented to you. Opportunities don't care who takes a hold of it, and success doesn't care where that opportunity came from. If you were the first pick, if you're the last pick, if you're an alternate and somebody was, ahead of you but couldn't play because of an injury, and you step in, man, you're still here. The opportunity is here, and we want you to make the most of it. If your plan is to try and play college football or go on to the next level, we want to try and help you out in that matter as much as possible. Things that come up that become issues for us were recruiting, the time of year. It's bowl season for college coaches. It's hard for them to get over here. So we definitely, we try and film things. We get your heights, we get your weights, get your stats, we get your ACT scores, your grades, and we compile all that, and then we talk to your team's coaches, and basically, you've got your home school that you play for, Haywood, Ripley, Jackson Christian, Northside, whatever it may be. Those guys are actively trying to put you out in the community. When you come here, these coaches that you have are going to do the same thing, but they have a different branch than what you may be familiar with, what your guys at JCM may know. They may know guys at a different school. And that's one of the things that comes out of this is we know not everybody's going to go play college football. This is just a stepping stone for any number of things, whether you want to have a podcast or go into media or anything really. But, if we can help you, just one of you, get to the next level of whatever it is, then we're more than happy to be a part of that. So that's what we got so far. All right, tonight's coaches for the West Tennessee All-Star Game, we have Eric Turner from JCM. We're going to bring up Coach Turner. He's going to introduce his team, or he's going to introduce his staff and talk about how he got into coaching in a couple minutes. And then we'll do the same thing for Coach Whittle from Dyer County. And then after they get seated, I'll kind of go over some stuff that we got to go over at the end of the presentation. And like I said, then we'll have the draft and get you guys out of here. But Coach, why don't you go ahead and come up? If you all give him a round of applause. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So while he's getting his mic turned on, I'll kind of give you guys a breakdown of how this stuff goes. The coaches are nominated from other coaches that have coached this game previously. So what we do is we send out a flyer to each head coach at the beginning of the season, and usually after week 5, 6, or 7, we ask them to send in nominations, up to 5 seniors from your school and 2 or 3 seniors from another school. And they send in these nominations with your stats, with your grades, with all your information, and then we bring in any media, sports media that we can get a hold of from multiple areas that can come to a certain day at a certain time. And then we bring in our past all-star coaches who have been a part of this game. And then we sit there for 3, 4, 5 hours and we discuss each and every one of you. And then somewhere in the middle of that, the coaches get together and they say, all right, well, who do we want to be a part of this? Is it the guy who coaches a small school? Is it somebody who coaches a big school? Is it somebody from the east, the west, the north, or the south, or whatever it is? But this year, the coaches were more than impressed with how Dyer County and JCM started the seasons. Wonderful seasons they had this year. But E.T. got voted in. He accepted, fortunately, so we're going to let him start this thing off tonight. Why don't you tell us how you got into coaching and a little bit about your staff, brother?
First, I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to be able to come out and coach. I got into coaching right out of college. Before, of course, everybody know JCM had closed down. But before it closed down, I tried to go back after I graduated, but the coach was there at the time. He said they didn't need any help. So, of course, we always tell our players how their character follow them and how they act follows them. So one of my Coach Val, he was the head coach at Northside. He was a wide receiver DB coach at JCM when I played there, and he offered me a position on his staff to coach defensive line. And I think that he saw something in me as a player. Like Jay was saying, I didn't play college football, so but I always loved the game, and I always had I tried to carry myself in a respectful manner. And he saw something in me that he invited me to come and be on his coaching staff, and I was on the coaching staff for the first All-Star game that they had. Our staff was selected, so I was an assistant then with him. And then we coached there for a few years, had some good years over there. Then he left. I stayed an extra year. Then I went over to USJ, and I had some good years over there as well. Met a lot of people. Still got a lot of friends over there. Coached defensive line over there as well. Then I started coordinating defense. And then when this job came open, I'm an alumni of JCM. I graduated in 2005. I hesitated at first to apply, but then I went ahead and did it. And then I was fortunate enough to get the position. We started the program from scratch. The guys that I have here with me, it wasn't many more than those five than we started our first season, JV season. We had 17 players. So we started with 17, and then we grew, and they kept coming, they kept working, and everything being selected for this game, I just dedicated to them and their hard work and their belief, and they keep coming every day and getting better and put themselves in a position to have a great season. All right. So my coaching staff, so my offensive coordinator, Coach Jesse Powell, he'll be coordinating offense. Wide receivers coach will be Coach Titus Wilson from USJ. My running back coach will be Coach Hayden Williams from Bolivar. Offensive line coach will be Coach Kentavious Wilson from JCM. My defensive coordinator will be Coach John Gore from JCM. My safeties coach will be Coach Derek Morales from South Gibson. My corners coach will be Coach Jeremiah Bullock from JCM. We have our linebacker coach, Coach Lester Narcisse. He's not with us tonight, but he'll be coaching our linebackers, and he'll be coordinating our special teams. And then Coach Clay Van will be working with the defensive line. He's not here. He's from JCM also.
Thank you, Coach. And for the North All-Stars, Coach David Whittle from Dyer County will be coming up. They had a pretty good run this year. Did we make it semifinals, Coach? I'm so sorry, Coach. I told you I was going to screw it up.
Little trip to Orange.
But Dyer County had a wonderful year as well, and so Coach was asked to participate in the game, and we are ecstatic that he agreed to join us. So,
Kind of like Coach said, thank you very much. Appreciate it. It's an honor. And one thing I can say, getting into coaching was not really on my radar when I first graduated college. I was actually working for a minor league baseball team in Huntsville, Alabama, and one of my old high school coaches called me and he said, David, he said, I think you would be a good football coach. He said, would you like to come coach football up here? I said, well, I'm looking for a job. I'm trying to kind of get out of this minor league baseball stuff. He said, well, come coach football. I said, well, okay. I said, if I can find a job. He said, well, you got to teach too. I said, no. And we talked and talked, and I told him, I said, well, Coach, I said, I'll do this for 2 years. And this was my 29th year of coaching, and it's been great. Coach, would you say 2005? I graduated high school in 1989, so a little bit older than you. But just been blessed to coach with a bunch of great guys over the years. One thing I'll say about like my staff, and I've got a large staff, so I was able to just take my guys that are very deserving, probably more deserving than I am, to come coach in this game. So that was one positive from this that we'll really enjoy, and getting to work with these guys, and they know what I expect, and to get another game under our belt this year would be great. But the coaching aspect, and like Coach said, there's not a lot like it. You get to be around young men, and you never know what you're going to get day to day, but it's always, you got a chance to make an impact on a young man's life, and they make an impact on your life, and that's really, at the end of the day, championships are great, but I've been doing this a long time. I've got guys that are 40 years old that I coached that come back, and I talk to them, and that's the most rewarding thing about being a football coach or any kind of coach, is those relationships that you build with the young men. And and I'm looking forward to this week, there's a lot of guys I've coached against that have gave me nightmares and kept me up at night, and getting to see these guys on a practice field, and how they practice and how they do things, and getting to be around those young men and get to know them, and maybe help them out, in the future. It's like he was saying, we may have some connections with different schools, colleges, if these young men are wanting to go somewhere that maybe another coach doesn't. And Coach Turner, I'm sure he's got different contacts than I've got. So it's one of those things where it's a great opportunity, and it's should be a really, really fun, exciting week for the guys. We want to make it as fun as they can, and at the end of the day, we're all competitors, and we want to win. I don't know how many guys that are playing in this game went out in their last game and won their last game, but it's probably very few. So, that's one thing, and I'm sure Coach will be kind of talking to his kids about this week too. You want to go out a winner. So, so we want to have fun this week, but at the end of the day, you want to compete and you want to win.
All right. Thank you, Coach. All right. We're going to go over one last bit of housekeeping before everybody finds out what time or what teams they're going to be on. Parents, this is for y'all. Guys, obviously pay attention, but we'll defer to mom and dad for this one. Over the course of this week, you guys are obviously going to be expected to, show up, practice, but you're on this team not only for your athletic ability, but for the character that you display in your community, not just your school or at home, but, your towns. And like I said earlier, we want to recognize you not just as, a Riverside player or, a Lexington player, but as a West Tennessee senior. So, thank you guys. Carry yourselves well at all times. We will be watching you. If something goes wrong, we do have, the right to send you home. We hate to do it, but, if things go that crazy, it can and has happened. Paperwork. All paperwork must be turned in before you are allowed to practice tomorrow. So whatever you guys got in the email from your coaches when we sent it out to you, please bring it with you tomorrow to practice. If you have it today, I'll be happy to pick it up in the front of the stage this evening. Otherwise, bring it to practice tomorrow. We'll pick it up from you when you get there. Daily schedule and practice needs. There's a couple papers up front. If y'all need the schedule, I've got one up here you can come take pictures of. We're also going to try and put it up on the social media pages. But most days practice is going to start at 4:30 here at Crockett High School. Athletes must provide your own transportation to and from practice. Carpooling is recommended. We will provide a sack meal and drink after practice. Things you guys will need: bring all your gear, helmets, mouthpieces, gloves, pads. Friday's game, we want you guys to have your dark pants for the game, so maybe during the week for practice, y'all can bring the light pants. We will have athletic trainers to tape and prepare you before each practice, and then we'll have guys out on the field as well. Parents, if something goes wrong, we will call you and give you a heads up before they get home. And then if you guys need anything throughout the week, we'll get in touch with your trainers at your schools and just kind of try and work with them to get you guys ready for Friday night if at all possible. You'll get a hoodie midweek, usually Wednesday, sometimes Thursday. School excuses are up front where you guys checked in if you need any of those. Jerseys, you will get to keep your jerseys, but today you have to get a picture in them. So what will happen, coach is going to call you up. You'll come up on this side of the stage. One of the guys from the back is going to give you a piece of paper in your jersey, greet your coaches, greet both coaches. And then we're going to go out this hallway here. You'll see Miss Kelsey up front. She's got the West Tennessee All-Star Game banner. We're going to get your headshot for the program for the game Friday night. If there are any misspellings or anything that you need corrected for the program, please let us know. But like I said, you'll come up this side of the stage, greet your coaches, go down this hallway, and you'll get your pictures, and then we'll get you all out of here. How we draft by position and athlete, whatever you guys get called up as, if you get called up as a kicker and you're an offensive lineman, man, you're probably not going to be the kicker for the team. It's okay. We don't intentionally do that, but sometimes things go wrong. A lot of you guys play multiple positions. For safety purposes, we try and go too deep at each slot. But, man, like I said, if you get called up as a quarterback and you want to play linebacker, it's up to these guys, and they'll put you wherever you are best suited for that particular team. Don't worry about it. But, you know, absolutely, if you want to try something out, let these guys know, and they'll make it happen for you. The draft is in no particular order, and the coaches will do their best pronouncing names. Like I said, those of you, if we say it wrong, come over here, grab my mic. I want everybody to hear your name. You deserve at least that much. So, all right, without further ado, gentlemen, who has the first pick? Absolutely. Coach Whittle's going to introduce his staff for us.
Apologize, I forgot to introduce my guys. Over here, standing up, leaning up against the walls, defense coordinator Justin Dubriel. We've got coaching linebackers, Coach Dale Dozier. Coaching offensive line, Patrick Ramirez. Wide receivers, Coach Dustin Wiley. Running backs, Coach Monty Fryer. Offensive line, Justin Burns. Defensive line, David Gilton. Coaching secondary, Richard Pike. Thank you. I'm sorry, guys.
We got them. All right, boys, who's got the first pick? E.T. or Coach Whittle? Coach Whittle's going to go first, y'all. So,
wide receiver position, Cooper Spalding from Westview.
All right. And obviously, if you're not here, you don't have to raise your hand or nothing. We'll make do.
All right, wide receiver, Isaac Moore from Camden.
Wide receiver from Dyer County, Jamin Gaulden.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right, wide receiver from Northside, Miles Howard.
Wide receiver from Peabody, Jerry Donald.
Wide receiver, JCM, Brian McKnight.
Wide receiver from Middleton, Caleb Holmes.
Wide receiver from Humboldt, Kendrick Taylor.
Wide receiver from Haywood, Cam Miller.
Wide receiver, Crockett County, Caden Greenhill.
Congratulations.
Athlete from Union City, Tahari Jones.
Congratulations.
Athlete from Halls, Ladarius Roberts.
Defensive back from Dyer County, Everett Cookendall.
It's okay.
Athlete from Riverside, Jake Camper.
Check this one for me. I just don't always. Congratulations.
Defensive back from Lexington, Cameron Hicks.
Defensive back, Peabody, Jaquan Kenny.
Congratulations.
Defensive back from Haywood, Connor Faison.
Congratulations.
Defensive back, JCM, Keon Davis.
Defensive back from Union City, Cohen Simpson.
Defensive back, JCM, Darius Young.
Running back from Dyer County, Jabari Livingston.
Defensive back from Ripley, Jaquarius Hurdle.
Running back from Chester County, Peyton Barham.
All right, defensive back, South Gibson, Sebastian Brady.
Running back from West Carroll, Jaden Milton.
All right, running back, JCM, Jonas Patterson.
Linebacker from JCS, K. White.
Running back, Haywood, Kemonte Williams.
Linebacker from JCS, Eli Craig.
Running back, Peabody, Billy Wilkins.
Linebacker from Dyer County, Gavin Lynn.
Linebacker, Westview, Nolan Pritchett.
Linebacker from Riverside, Nick Taylor.
Linebacker, Ripley, Sammy Smith.
Linebacker from South Gibson, Nathan Wallace.
Linebacker, Haywood, Tristan Wars.
Tight end from Westview, Malik Smith.
Linebacker, USJ, Ben Melton.
Offensive lineman from Milan, Ben Parr.
Linebacker, Northside, Chris Reed.
Offensive lineman from Dyer County, Mason Horner.
Tight end, Scotts Hill, Marcus Belinsky.
Offensive lineman from Haywood, J.T. Williams.
Offensive lineman, Mylan Peyton Kaufman.
Offensive lineman from Haywood, Jeffrey Parker.
Offensive lineman, Huntington, Braylon Rich.
Offensive lineman from Chester County, Blake Thompson.
Offensive lineman Lexington, Jaden Cole.
Offensive lineman from Henry County, Jesse Harrod.
Offensive lineman Northside, Kenneth Jones.
Defensive lineman from JCS, Gavin Walker.
Offensive lineman Mackenzie, KD Cunningham.
Defensive lineman from JCS, Skyland Staten.
Offensive lineman Southside, Keontae Ellison.
Defensive lineman from Lexington, Jalen Williams.
Defensive line Camden, Jaden Owens.
Defensive line from Peabody, Matt Comer.
Defensive line McNary, Ezekiel Waycaster.
Defensive line from Riverside, Josh Crawley.
Defensive line Peabody, Garrison Brown.
Kicker from Union City, Marcos Landeros.
JCM defensive lineman Davion Johnson.
Kicker from Crockett County, Avery Hurst.
Defensive line, Peabody, Joshua A. Jones.
Quarterback for South Fulton, Brady McFarland.
Kicker from Obion County, Jeremy Jimenez.
Quarterback / athlete from Bolivar, Noah Clayton.
All right, kicker, USJ, Cooper Sykes. Quarterback, Lake County, Chase Estes. And quarterback, Northside, Henry Skibout.
All right, so that concludes this portion of the draft. 18, anything you want to say to these guys? Would you like to address them? Come on up here, brother. Now, I have not spoken to him. He has not spoken to me. I might lose my job. We'll see where this goes. But like I said earlier, he's always got a smile on his face. I never, for the life of me, would have thought this man would be doing what he's doing now with everything that he's had to face and gone through since I've known him. But anyway, 2019, you were here, December 13th, dancing on the field. Dancing on the field. All right, man. Tell them what you got to say. Anything you want.
Well, first, congratulations to all y'all for making the All-Star game. It's a big accomplishment for y'all. Some words of encouragement for, after this game is to, love the game for we can love you back. And that frustration blocks learning. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all.
That'll work. That'll work.
Congratulations.
That'll work. Hey, he had to deal with a lot, man. Graduating, coming out, had to deal with COVID. Then they had all this new NIL stuff. Then they had all the transfer portal. And this man been sitting tight through it all, right? Did I see that right? You're going to declare for the draft? Congratulations. Best of luck to you. All right, guys, I believe we're done. Are we done with all the pictures, Jordan? Okay, we're almost done with the pictures. All right, got a couple more things that we got to address up here, and then each team, Coach T, if you want to take your guys back to this corner, Coach Whittle, if you guys want to have this corner over here, we'll have a short meeting, each of the players, meet your coaches. We're going to kind of go over the practice schedule, what they may need from you tomorrow, things you should bring, what you should be prepared for, and about how long you should plan on being here. So let me make sure we've got everything out to the parents one last time. All right. Okay. Friday's schedule is a little bit different. Athletes will need to be here at Crockett County High School no earlier than 3:15. We've got to let these guys get off campus. There's just not enough parking or anywhere to keep you here. So don't come any earlier than 3:15 on Friday. Pre-game meal will begin at 3:30. There will be a team picture at 4 p.m. Friday. Pre-game taping will begin at 4:30. The game is at 7. You can get tickets to the game on GoFan. The link will be posted on Facebook tomorrow morning. I believe they go on sale at 8 or 8:30. Tickets are $8 up until midnight Thursday, and then on game day they go to $10 per ticket. Once again, this event would not be made possible without the generosity of our sponsors, West Tennessee Healthcare and Sports Plus, BSN Sports, West Tennessee Bone and Joint Institute, which opens their new building tomorrow, I believe, Marco's Pizza, First Citizens National Bank, Marvin, Noah Smith Media, if you don't know, you will know by the end of the week, Powerade, Zaxby's, Premier Dental Center, Tate's Quick Stop, The Spot, West Tennessee Smokers, and Wild Clarity Counseling. Athletes, if for any reason you are sick or need to miss practice, please let the coaches know. And then at the bottom of this sheet here that you parents will have, Miss Leanne Gaines' contact information is here. Like I said, she runs this show. She's just not here tonight. At 6 o'clock, she will be back on call for all you parents if you have questions or comments or anything we need to go over. Up until that time, I will be happy to stay here and answer your questions for you. Once again, athletes, bring your helmets, pads, cleats, gloves, mouthpieces for all practices. On Friday, we will have a decal switch. So if you can get your decals from your schools, you can pass them out to the game. You guys can have whatever you want on your helmets. It'll be great. All-star participants are expected to conduct themselves appropriately. But you guys are here. We already know that. We'll keep that thing going. And excuses are up front once again. All right. I will be up here to answer questions for the parents. Guys, if you want to meet your coaching staffs, like I said, E.T. and – are you the South coach? All right. South team will be over here. North team and Coach Whittle will be over here. And I'll talk to the parents who have any questions. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate y'all so much.